We'll just do this, and then we'll hit the live if it works. There it is. So yeah, you might notice that I'm a little PNG tuber little guy right now. And that's because of the VR stuff. Obviously, isn't gonna work because I have a whole fucking phone mounted on my face, my boy. So this one, as you can see, being black in America, what can I say? I do that every day. I've been doing it for 28 years. So it's interesting to see other people's perspective on it. So will it be the same? Oh, all white people are racist? Who knows? We'll figure out. But I digress. It's a short one. Let's continue.
Have you ever struggled so bad you had to eat a mustard sandwich?
Broke ass niggas.
That's a question a nigga dead ass asked me the other day. For some reason, some niggas like to flex they struggle like I'm supposed to care. And then they be saying the most outlandish shit. Motherfuckers would be like, I used to eat salt and mouse traps for dinner. You ain't never struggled like me.
No, brother, I didn't, and nor do I care. Fuck is you talking about? It's like, put the fries in a bag, dog. I'm just trying to get to work.
What? You think it can't get no crazier than that? But then the nigga come out of nowhere talking about, stop bitching. I used to sleep on the ceiling and use milk as a blanket. Like, nigga, stop capping. And this is just one example of being black in America. One thing I did struggle with as a kid, getting my ass whooped. I have a twin sister who, in my mom's eyes, could do no wrong. But let me even breathe wrong. Like, all I had to do was blink the wrong way. And here comes the bell like I just won a championship. One time she was about
that's crazy that he has to blink the wrong way. Bro, for me, if I existed incorrectly, I am punished for it. But I feel it. I feel what he's getting at.
See me? And I'm like, fuck this. I'm going. I ran out the door like the house is haunted. But here's the thing. My mom used to run track.
Damn.
So I'm thinking I'm all good. Thinking shit's sweet. I look back. This fucking 40-year-old woman behind me moving like Tyreek Hill. I remember running to this factory nearby, begging the workers to save me. They ain't do shit. Like, you don't see Kratos behind me, bitch? Niggas just stood and watched like they had a front row seat to my execution.
I mean, practically, it's like, I don't know about you, but I can tell you something right now. If some kid randomly runs up to me and is like, save me, one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm a fucking dip because I think it's a trap, or I'm going to try to help the nigga. But if I do see Kratos behind that child, sorry, I guess it's your time to go. He's right over here. I'm snitching. Because if she's going to beat your ass running down the street and nothing but her slave feet, her slave shoes, like, I'm not doing shit either. You got me fucked up.
He had a parlay on my ass. Talking about I got 500G pissed itself in the next 20 seconds. Like, bitch, help, I'm getting baked. And because I ran, man, that shit was legendary. You can still hear my cheese getting clapped. But so far, I've only given bad examples. There's good things about being black too. Like the fact that there's people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into the gym every day just to have a worse physique than me. But then again, I'm 21 and I don't know where my hairline is. I think somebody stole that shit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Boy, you better get the keeps. Better get keeps. This video isn't sponsored. I'm not big enough for all that. But get keeps, my boy.
Just ripped it clean off my noggin. That shit was smooth too. They ain't even leaving these scars. Just more forehead. Got me looking like Granddad from the Boondocks.
Not Granddad.
And speaking of the Boondocks, that shit was lit.
Yes!
The Boondocks was this anime tailored to black people, and they did not hold back.
Nothing,
one episode they be trapping candy like it's literal crack. The next episode they playing the Chinese government in a life or death game of kickball. That shit would not slide in today's society. No. They had this show canceled faster than my mom chasing me.
I'm pretty sure they cancel this shit like every goddamn season. We don't talk about season 3 because season 3 was garbage. We all know that, but at the same damn time, shit was gas.
I honestly have no idea how I was allowed to watch this shit at a young age. But I didn't care.
I wasn't.
My nigga Huey would educate me on the political and economical state of the world and then go catch bodies. Nigga was 10 years old and more than LeBron. And Riley was the original young nigga. Motherfuckers trying to wax Santa because he was on a naughty list and didn't get in prison.
Homeboy Riley right here was an NBA young boy before NBA young boy was NBA young boy. Say that 4 times fast.
Like, little bro, you don't deserve shit. That's why you got your ass beat more than I did. This show was genuinely unmatched. They was playing with racism like how my ex played me.
Can a nigga borrow a french fry?
And speaking of racism, unlike other races, black people have no tolerance for disrespect. Like, whenever I see another race walk away from an altercation, I'm like, how did he not die? All it takes is for a nigga to look at me the wrong way. And I'm ready to eliminate his whole bloodline. One time,
but part of that is true. It depends on the kind of black guy you are. For me, I notice niggas staring, and I wonder why they staring. So I'ma stare back. but then nothing ever comes out of it. Because I'm not the type of dude to walk up to a dude and be like, I caught you staring, so let's have a nigga moment. That ain't me. I ain't doing that. But at the same time, don't stare at me and think shit's sweet, nigga. That's crazy. Why is you staring? You got a problem with me? If I have something on my face, just tell me I got something on my face. Don't just stare at me like I killed your mom. But I mean, then again, that's kind of like, it's like older people that do that, but whatever.
I'm in 6th grade, there was this big ass kid, and I'm not capping. Bro was dead ass like 6'4", 250. They must have been feeding this nigga mousetraps and sensu beans, cause ain't no way bro could play O-line in the NFL at the ripe age of 12. But one time, this nigga took it upon himself to slap the shit out of me while I had my head down in class. Being the crash out I was, I'm like, who the fuck did that? I gotta punish him immediately.
Immediately.
Confidently, this nigga said me. What you gonna do about it?
Damn.
Bro, I'm salty as fuck. Cause out of all the people to slap my ass, it was this Mark Henry looking ass nigga. But the black in me would not let that shit slide. He has tarnished my legacy.
He
So I
has.
stand on top of my desk to level the playing field, and I start throwing haymakers. I didn't even care that my punches probably felt like squeaky toys. I kept swinging. Security had to pull me off him and carry me out the class like I won. But after the adrenaline wore off, I couldn't move my neck. Nigga paralyzed me. Nonetheless, I stood on business. Even though
and that's
I knew
all that
I was
matters.
gonna get my ass beat.
Believe it or not, that's really all that matters. Like, even if you get your ass beat, people can't be like, oh, he was a bitch. He stood on business. It's how it is. I don't like it, but it's how it is.
And that's what we call a fucking dumbass. Any other race
Yes.
would have had this nigga indicted faster than Draymond Green getting ejected. But I got my neck broken for some street cred.
Pause.
On a related note,
Hey, yo.
I personally never experienced racism as a kid. I grew up in a predominantly black area, so I was just chilling with my niggas. And by chilling with my niggas, I mean getting in fights every day. And losing.
See, that's the black experience I never had. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood. And when I mean predominantly, I mean I was the only black kid out of 3. And the other 2 were my brother and sister, my boy. I can tell you something right now. I didn't realize I was black till I was 7 because no one had said a goddamn thing about it. Everyone treated me the exact same way as everyone else. So I was just like, and it never occurred to me, since I am also adopted, it never occurred to me that my mom and my dad at the time, well, my dad at the time, my mom still is my mom, but it never occurred to me that they have different skin tone. They have a different skin tone than I do. It never occurred to me. No one had ever asked about it. Everyone was like, that's your mom. That's cool. No one said nothing about it. So, but yeah, living this experience, I ain't live all that. But I'm still black.
But like my mom used to say,
I'm about to smack the shit out this nigga.
Yeah. Still got
damn,
that,
she
though.
was cool with the belt. Anyways, it wasn't until I got older that I found myself in the face of racism for the first time. And you know that meme where it's like, when you skip all the side quests and go straight to the boss battle? That's exactly what I did. Because I skipped all the simple low-level shit, and bro, I found myself stranded in a sundown town. And of course,
no.
it was at night.
Of course.
If you don't know what a sundown town
Jesus
is, it's
Christ.
basically a place where if your ass is black like mine, you don't go there.
At night.
Especially at night.
Yeah.
So I know you're
Oh,
wondering,
God.
how the fuck do you even end up in this situation? Well, it was over a year ago. I was on an 8-hour drive to go visit some family when I started running low on gas. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, so I'm like, bet, I'll take the next exit.
Damn, you shouldn't have done that.
I didn't see another exit for like 30 fucking miles. By the time one finally came up, my tank was on E. So now I'm racing to the nearest gas station, cause I know at any moment, this shit finna stop. I didn't pay much attention while I was driving, but something about this place seemed different. Nonetheless,
I don't know if that's like an exclusively black thing to do when you're just out somewhere and the vibes all of a sudden are just like, something about my skin color makes people act a little different around here. I don't know. I haven't seen a single person, but that's just what I'm feeling right now. And 9 times out of 10, you're right.
Bit pushing. Finally, I see this old ass looking gas station in the distance. I get right across the street and guess what my car does? Betray me!
Damn.
Luckily, I keep that thing on me. A gas can. So I happily walk my way over to this dingy looking gas station, and bro, it was so many flies surrounding the pump. So now I'm walking back to my car and I noticed something. Not a single sound could be heard. But I shrugged it off, filled up my tank, and tried to start the car. Bro,
Yeah,
I turned the key.
it's empty.
Nothing happened. So now I'm
Yeah.
tweaking because
You have no fuel in the fuel pump, my boy. You actually got to prime that shit ever so slightly. And I've noticed that I've done that a couple times. Run out of gas. It's like, side note, if you run out of gas, some shit like that happens. You know, your fuel pump has absolutely nothing in it, and you turn it, nothing. The gas pedal. Just keep pumping the gas pedal as you're turning it. Hopefully some gas goes through and it starts your car.
As well as my vehicle not cutting on, I gassed it up like the trash ass song your homeboy show you when he say y'all making it out. Nigga, we are stuck here. I didn't know much about cars at this point, so I decided I'd find someone who did.
Damn.
Bitch, I didn't see another human being for 45 minutes.
Yup.
Finally, after what felt like forever, a vehicle spawned in the distance. So I get my ass in the middle of the road. Guess what these niggas did when they came up to me?
That's crazy, bro. I wouldn't have
They
done that.
ignored me.
Yeah.
Niggas passed me like Ben Simmons with an open layup. I should have pulled out an RPG and blew their ass up. But now I'm uncomfortable because I couldn't understand how they could just disregard a person obviously in need of help. So about 15 minutes later, another car spawned in. They did the same shit.
Yep.
And then that's when it hit me.
I'm black.
And when the next few vehicles ignored me like my dad in my childhood, I knew I was cooked. Eventually, I got my car to start and made it out of there unscathed.
And see, you gotta realize when you're in the middle of nowhere, right? And you gotta see it from the other person's point of view. I see what you're saying. Don't get me wrong, nigga. But like, you gotta understand something. If you're in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? And you're driving down the road, and a black dude shows up on the street trying to wave you down, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm doing that either. And I'm black. Like, sorry. Like, sorry. Like, the best you're going to get is I'm going to pull over to the side of the road and yell at you from out the window with my piece on me. Like in hand. Like, I don't know about all that, bro. It's like you gotta see it from both sides, but I feel you.
Funny thing is, I didn't even know I was in a sundown town until months later. Them niggas knew not to fuck with me though. Let them win to try some shit. I was itching to uphold on them. And by
That's
uphold,
crazy.
I mean run for my fucking life.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, obviously, there is more to being black in America than what I covered. But I don't want to get political or talk about stereotypes. I'm just giving y'all my personal experience of being an African American in the USA. Even though I'm in Korea right now. But for all my niggas holding it down, let us know some funny shit down in the comments below. Shit, even if you're not black, share some funny things that happen in your culture. I hope everyone is doing well. And if you're not,
Did you wash your butt?
also,
It's true.
if you don't like the video, I'm up and switch on you.
Oh, God.